Shalom, my brothers. I truly hope all is well with you and your families. With a heavy heart, I need to share something sobering and sad. We just lost another young man, another son, another brother, another friend, and another teammate. Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Rondale Moore has taken his own life. And what makes this even more troubling is what this tragedy reveals beneath the surface of success. Men who have platforms, men who have millions, men who have access to therapy, trainers, doctors, and influence are still collapsing internally. I will never forget when Regina King spoke about her son Ian after he took his own life. She shared in an interview that even after therapy and structured programs, he told her, "Mom, I'm tired of talking." Those words were not of a man refusing help. They were the exhaustion of a man who needed something deeper than conversation alone. See, young men are tired of revisiting wounds that never seem to heal, tired of explaining themselves over and over again, tired of trying techniques that don't seem to work outside of their own minds, tired of simply not feeling better. And when talking feels repetitive and relief doesn't come, silence begins to feel easier, feel safer. But silence doesn't reduce suffering. It internalizes it. It magnifies it. Psychologically, this is where learned helplessness begins to take root. A man starts believing, it doesn't matter what I do, nothing ever changes. And once a man believes his effort has no positive effect, his suffering becomes his identity. That is a dangerous place to be, my brothers, because anger still fights. Despair still resists. But apathy surrenders. And truthfully, many young men today are not just tired, they are exhausted. Exhausted from performing, exhausted from carrying expectations, exhausted from being the strong one all the time, exhausted from feeling like everyone's cares is their responsibility, but healing is their burden alone. Misconstrued masculinity is real. From childhood, boys are subtly trained, don't complain, don't cry, suck it up, don't be dramatic, be useful, be productive, be impressive, and stay strong. And when that boy makes it in professional sports, that pressure multiplies. Their body is evaluated, their performance is graded, their value is negotiated. And when their worth becomes confused with performance, an internal struggle feels like a threat to their identity. So they keep producing, they keep showing up, they keep smiling, and privately they unravel and implode. This is the loneliness of public success. You can be surrounded and still feel alone and unseen. You can be applauded and still feel never enough. Emotional and mental fatigue without relief turns into apathy, and apathy turns into surrender. The fight quietly ends inside a man long before anyone notices. When a man cannot locate purpose beyond his performance and cannot locate identity beyond achievement and cannot locate hope beyond outcomes, he begins to ask questions that frightens him. Like, who am I without success? Who am I when I'm not useful? Who am I when I'm tired? Who am I if I don't have money? And if those questions go unanswered long enough, his silence becomes a death sentence. Now, let me be unequivocally clear. This message is not reactionary. It is diagnostic. We are idly watching a pattern. Young, successful men with access and influence are still losing the internal war. This tells us that therapy alone isn't the answer. Success alone isn't the answer. Money alone isn't the answer. Men need something deeper. They need connection that is not transactional, identity that is not performance-based, brotherhood that is not superficial. They need spaces where they can say, I'm not okay, and not feel disqualified. It is written in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 10 that woe to the one who falls when there is not another one there to lift him up. See, these young men need mature, comprehensive men who listen to them without correcting them immediately. Men who remind them that struggle is not disqualification. And spiritually, let me say this: the Most High does not require you to be strong before you come to him. For it is written that we are to cast our cares upon him, for he cares about us. And if you have cares, my brother, that means you are carrying weight. It is not weakness to have burdens or to share that you do. It is reality. And it is impossible for any man to be strong all the time. The Most High just requires you to come to him. It also is written that when you are weak, the power of Christ is perfected through you. And it is also written that if you draw nigh to Yah, the Most High, he will draw nigh to you. My brothers, please hear me. The most dangerous moment in a man's life is not when he is angry or furious. It is when he is empty. See, fury still fights, but emptiness folds even the strongest of men. And when a man begins to believe that relief is impossible, he stops looking for it. And that is when we, those who have been down but have risen, must step in. Not with lectures, not with clinical distance, not with platitudes, but with presence. A strategic shepherding presence. We cannot stop every tragedy, but we can interrupt silence. We can normalize struggle. We can refuse to let exhaustion become our identity. And we can teach young men something revolutionary. You are not valuable because you perform. You are valuable because you exist. For it is written that before you existed on earth, Yah the Most High foreknew you in your mother's womb, and you were fearlessly and wonderfully made. I pray that truth alone change your trajectory. If you are a professional athlete watching this video right now, please know you are not tired of living. You're tired of not living. The Most High Yah didn't create you to be graded by a scout or coach. The Most High Yah didn't create you to be anyone's ATM. And the Most High Yah definitely didn't create you to be anyone's savior. The only film you should be concerned about is the one being recorded of you in heaven. Freedom from facade, my brothers, does not come from pretending you're okay. It comes from being honest that you're not. If you're tired of talking, tired of explaining, tired of feeling like nothing changes, please do not retreat into silence, because silence doesn't protect you when your thoughts are toxic to your existence. It compresses you, and compression can fold metal. And my brothers, you're not a man of steel. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, hopeless, or considering ending your life, please reach out right now to someone who can support you in real time. If you are in the United States, you can call or text 988 to reach the Crisis Lifeline. They are available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The game isn't over. You just need another timeout. Shalom.